So, so May is over, and I thought it would be time to do my usual like planner flip through of my B6 Sterling Ink Common Planner. I'm very excited for this because like I managed to make it through the entire month journaling, like every single day of the month, which is amazing for me because that never happens. Also, it's going to be a slightly different video than my normal like planner flip through, in which it's going to be very, very chatty. I'm going to talk because I'm so proud of myself for making it through the whole month in my not that I don't use my planner every day in a month, but like I don't always like journal every day. And this month, this May, I made all 31 days, and I'm like blown away. So let's open her up. I'm not sure if these were here last month, but I did stick these Once More With Love and Coffee Monster Co. cancel and reschedule stickers in the little flap. I haven't actually I haven't used them, but like I want to use them. It's in my continued attempts this year to use more of my stickers. Just like, so like carrying these stickers, which I will need more often than not, is here. Again, first page just has my name. The sticker stuff has not changed. Actually, wait a second. Can I? Let me just, so there's no weird glare. Let me just tilt this. So there's no weird. Darn it! Come on. That's not the best, but we'll make it work. But anyway, so yeah, there's not, my nameplate page has not changed. It might change. Like I think about like adding something to it, but I don't know what I would add to it. My little vision board is still the same. Haven't changed it. Looks amazing. I look at it like several times a week and just think, yes, this is the vision. This is the goal. This is what I want. Goal plans haven't changed. I'm not that great at keeping up with them though. Every time I look at them, I think I should do this. Like I should do the daily thing, and I just don't do the daily or weekly thing. It's a hit and miss. It's like this is the ideal. This is not the reality. I finally did figure out what to do with this page. And I filled it in this month. It's not fully filled in, but I started tracking. I had started tracking my weight in here on like uncertain days, but I also put the page number that corresponds with the day. So like, the January 2nd was on page 3, and then like, because as I journaled every day in May, you can see that May is mostly filled in. I haven't filled in the end of May because I don't do I don't fill in this information every day. I just fill it in like every once in a while. I'll come back and fill it in, but I'll do that later. And then here's my habit tracker and my habit tracker, my monthly tracker, and my goals spread. May goals, can't say that I was on top of that. Cannot say I was on top of that. This is again one of those spreads that I made that's the ideal, not the reality. Monthly tracker was accurate, except for I missed a couple days of my mood tracker here. I also changed up my coloring. If you can see, there's a bunch more colors than it was before, and I'm using the Uni emote pens. I have like a bunch of them, and I just use them for colors. I actually also put them in the back. I'll show that at the end. But yeah, and I've also I started setting up for June, because I'm filming this on June 1st. And then let's see, let's flip to my monthly. So my monthly calendar gets used. I reference it every week when I set up for the week. And I'm going to start referencing it more because my plan for June, surprise, surprise, is I'm going to do one book July early. I just decided that I'm just going to try to do everything in this one book for all of June. Because like, I could wait till July to do actual one book July, but like I don't have the patience for that. I want it now. So there'll be more stuff in my June calendar. But yeah, this gets referenced pretty regularly. Mostly as I set up for the week, and then here are my like highlights and like social media stats on the side that I fill out at the end of the month. But yeah, that was my monthly, and then let's switch to the weeklies. So this was the first week of May, and it looks busy, but like at some point I want to say right in April, I came up with a color code system, and I love my color code system. I'm obsessed with my color code system. It's over the top and needlessly complex, but it brings me so much joy. So I just started color coding things. And so each week I split the left-hand page into two sections, this little side section, and then the bigger to-do section on one side. I split this page down the middle with my long to-do list for the week, some budgetary things, my habit tracker, my weekly habit tracker, and my meal planning. And I will say this, for the month of May, I had long to-do lists, and a lot of stuff didn't get, like, it got moved from week to week. May was kind of a weird month for me. Like, I got stuff done, but, like, not all the stuff that I wanted to get done. Following week, this week I didn't, I barely used my planner. I forget exactly what happened, but, like, I just had, like I said, May was a weird month for me. This was a bad month for me. In fact, I think if you look back, we flip back, yeah, I was, like, basically exhausted most of that week, and so, like, nothing really got done. Like, nothing got highlighted, nothing got filled in. I started to try to do, like, a budget tracker. That didn't happen. I didn't put any of my weekly to-dos. It was just, like, a wash of a week. But then the following week, I came back stronger, came back better, put my to-do list, put my daily to-do list, had my budget tracker, had my habit tracker, got a whole bunch of things done. Changed up my food log, so I was logging two meals a day, as opposed to my previous just one meal a day. Using up my stickers, because one of my goals this year is to use up as many stickers as I am capable of using, because I have too many. I have too many, so I need to use more of them. I need to be less, like, stingy with them and just, like, use them. Next week, again, like, this was, like, less of a busy week, because as you can see, like, Thursday I have, like, pretty much nothing on my week. Same with, like, Monday. But, like, again, I was tracking two meals a day. Habit tracker's still the same. Like, I really like this layout, and you'll see that for the most of May, I had pretty much determined the layout for both my weekly and dailies, and, like, stuck to it for the most of the part. This was the week that I started, or was it the week before? No, it was this week. So this was the week, one of the things I always do, I always have a TV and, like, TV and reading tracker, and I finally decided that I was going to start tracking the fanfic that I read, like, the best fanfic that I've read of the week, not necessarily the only fanfic, but, like, that was the week I started doing that, because I'm like, I read so much fanfic, and it's so long, it might as well actually be an actual book. The fact that it's free content on the internet, like, free writing, doesn't make it any less worthy of me, like, tracking it down, or writing it in my tracker. And then this is the last week of May. I actually got, like, damn near nothing on my actual weekly to-do list done. It was a weird week. May was just a weird month. Like, May was just, like, a weird month. I'm not gonna lie. I also decided to stop tracking what I was watching on TV, or trying to watch on TV, or, like, whatever movie, because I don't watch enough TVs, and, like, I just don't watch TV and movies. It's just not, a thing I do, and plus, I'm doing in the back. When I do watch a TV show, I usually watch the entire series in one go, or if I watch a movie, I watch the whole movie in one go. And what I can do instead is, when I do the review page, I'll just do the review page instead of, like, having it here. There's no reason for me, to, like, track it on my weekly spread. Because I'm watching more than one thing a week I'm watching more than one episode a week, if I watch anything at all. And then let's switch to the back, to my journaling pages. So, my May spread starts here. So I have a bunch of non-journaling pages, actually, that got made in May. Let's see, this is March. So this was my May header page, and I brought back the quote. It was actually just "Hold On." It's just the lyrics for "Hold On Till May" by Pierce the Veil, because that's the song for the month for me in my head mentally. Again, the Coffee Monsters Co. Monthly calendar here at the bottom, and then the Camry, I can't remember their last name, Zodiac image for May. But let's start in my May daily pages, and this is where, like, again, I journaled all 31 days of May, so this is gonna take a minute. So I started with this layout where I like cut like a line down the side, and I was writing in the time, and then like the time I was writing the entry, and then the entry itself, and then just like writing like throughout the day as opposed to waiting till the end of the day. And then I was also like throwing in a little to-do list every once in a while. You'll see those highlighted. Those, I actually got a lot of those, like I wrote those and checked them off. And then again, like I usually did, when I got to the end of the day, if there was still space on the page if there was still space at the end of the page, I just threw some washi and then put the next day and then continued on, not to like just leave all of this blank. For the most part, there's a couple days in which I didn't do, like I just flipped to the next page. I was also really good, and I used this washi tape the entire month. Like, I think I used this every single time this month, again, in an attempt to, like, use up the supplies that I have, because I have so much washi tape. Like, I have less washi tape than I have stickers, but I still have more washi tape than I reasonably need. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna use up all this washi tape this month. Like, I'm not gonna like hoard it like it's a precious item. Like, to be fair, I have 2 rolls of this washi tape, and it's from a Kickstarter, I'm pretty sure. But I don't, like, once I use it up, I don't think I can get it back, because I don't know, I cannot recall where it's from. So again, I, like, made the line down the side of the page and put the time, like, when I was journaling. Oh no, I did switch up my washi. I was talking about how I lied. I don't know why I did that, because then I went back to it here. But again, one of the things I also incorporated was using random stickers. So this one is from Every Minute a Story. This one's from Miss Moss. This is from something Planner. I can't remember the shop. I don't think they exist anymore. But I went again, same layout, literal same layout, where I just drew a line, wrote the time on the side, had to-do lists on things, and some of the to-dos, I did put the date that I finished them if I didn't finish them on the day I wrote them. This is from another shop that I cannot recall, but I used this, I literally did nothing a lot, because like this day, I wrote 1 entry, and that was literally the entirety of my day. And then, let's see, then I move on to the 5th, and one thing I will say that happened, that I have like mixed feelings about, is because I'm drawing the line on this, like on the left-hand side of my page every time. When I had to go put the date in, I had to put the date on the right side, or else I'd lose space on this side, which is something I realized last month, and it annoyed me last month, but I did it again this month. So you'll see that all my dates are always on the right side, and the line is always on the left side. This was a really big to-do list that I had. I was very exhausted. I did in fact use this washi tape, so I feel like I used this every day I could. But then sometimes I use this one. But I didn't use this for most of the month. Like, I think I only did this in the beginning of the month. And again, I put in to-dos, random stickers related to the to-dos. Like, this was like, I still haven't written the review for Cast-Off. I still haven't read The Prince in the Basement, but that's like on my list of things to do. And I'm just bringing my color coding into the journaling section. And again, like, even though I could have fit like an entry down here, I didn't put one down here. I just like cut off the end of the page and left it blank. And it feels weird to me to leave it blank, but I did. And it's too late for me to go back, because this is the 6th, and we are well past the 6th. And then the 7th, again, I just threw a little sticker there. I had some blank space. Like, I watched Game Changer. Like, I used a little tiny icon from Helen at the Coffee Monsters Co. to indicate that I was watching Game Changer. I don't think I indicated that on my weekly spread, even though that is the thing that I watched. The 8th is the only day. So, whatever happened this day, this was like the beginning of like, it was not a good time mentally for me, but like I didn't want to like miss a day. So like I think I had put the sticker down because I intended to do something on this day. And then nothing happened. Like, nothing. Like, it was just not a good day for me mentally. So I just wrote depression with a little emoji to express myself. And then the 9th, same deal. 10th, same deal. This, I should have put a sticker here to indicate that the 2.5 hour shower that I took here. Because that was just a follow-up to the depression, me taking a 2.5 hour shower the next day. And And on the 10th, I managed to make it outside and see the sun, and I kind of got out and did things. I watched the first episode of Lazarus, the new show by the guy who did Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. I watched the first episode of it on YouTube because it's just up there. Again, I don't think I indicated that in the weekly section. I just put it there, which is part of the reason why I realized I don't need to like track the TV shows I'm watching in the weekly section. I can just track them on the day that I watch them. And then this was a Sunday, and I know that because I recognize the bathroom that this photo was taken in. But I went out to my weekly Code and Coffee meetup, and I think I like the outfit I was wearing. It's a Sailor Moon tank top with a Sailor Moon jersey over it. This is Jack outside. I take so pictures of Jack sitting outside, just being cute. I just fit it in. And again, the color coding system just and like a lot of these things are checked off that I actually did them, which is really nice. Which is better checked off here than it is in my weekly section, which is kind of funny. And then I'm also organizing, like this was the day, so this was the 11th. So I guess either on the 11th or the 12th, I can't remember which day it was, but I decided I was going to run a Juneteenth tabletop streaming event, like an all-black tabletop streaming event. So I like made a spread just for that, and I filled in some things. I need to like go and cross some stuff out and add some more notes here, because like it's coming up sooner rather than later, but I'll do that like later today. And then again, same layout. This will be the layout for most of the month. And then, yeah, so I must have decided this on the 11th, because then the 12th happened, and then on the 12th, I made a pen pal tracker sheet. This was the first one I made, and I immediately did not like the way I laid it out, because like this line to note halfway through the page, because it's 2 columns, and also like my pen was like, my lines were like wobbly and not very neat. I also made a 2 watch log of a bunch of shows, TV shows and movies and anime and stuff that I want to watch. Again, it's two columns of the same thing, but this time I ran washi tape down the middle to indicate it better, because again, I'm just trying to use up the washi tape that I have. So I used my nice silver foiling one. And actually on this same day, if we flip to the front, I also added a 2 reading log to my journal as well for books that I want to read. Again, same deal, with just title, author, with washi down the middle. But I put this in the front as opposed to back here in the rest of my May pages, because in the beginning of my journal, I had put in this reading log that I am not keeping up with. I don't know. To be fair, these are all books that I did start, but I haven't, like, I didn't indicate that I finished them. But, like, they'll be indicated that I'm finished with them when the review page for them exists later on in the journal. It's a not good system. I'm just gonna go with that. But also I realized I didn't need to make it 2 pages, because I'm not gonna read that many books. I was overconfident at the beginning of the year about the number of books I was gonna read. It's not true. I lied to myself. But these are TV shows that I want to watch. TV shows, movies, and animes that I want to watch. And like what platform they're on. And then the 13th, again, short little day. I didn't even write the time that I wrote this entry in. I just wrote this entry in, and that was it. I think this was the day I had like a new appointment with a psychiatrist, and like after that meeting, I was just so exhausted I did nothing. And then 14th, and then so at some point on, I guess, the 15th. Is this for the 15th? Let's find out. Yeah, this is for the 15th. I have these Marumon time block tracker thingies. They're B7 modified, I believe. So they should be half of the size of this page, but they're like, it's modified, so then it's not exactly correct. And so I started tracking like what I was doing during the day, and I love these. So you'll see a lot of these tipped in May. But the first one I did, this one, I did not use my regular color code. I just like picked random colors for this, and that was a mistake. I will later decide to just stick with the same color code that I have for everything else, just for consistency's sake. And then let's see. Yeah, you'll see like this is another one. I added 3 new colors to, like, I already had these pens, but I added 3 new colors to my mood tracker. Again, I had space at the end, so I just put washi down there. But then this is the time tracker for the 16th. I spent a lot. I'm back to time tracking, and this was also when I started thinking about doing one book June as opposed to one book July. Because like I usually do time tracking in my vertical sterling ink, but if I just do them on these tip-ins, I don't need the vertical sterling ink. I just have this, and I'll just tape them. I'll just do tip-ins. And this one, like I did color coding, and the list was very long. I got through a lot of these things on this list. And like I at this point I refilled my fountain pen that I was using regularly. I was just testing it out here. Let's see. Next page. I did some sort of tarot reading this day. Or no, I did this on the 16th maybe. So the cards that I pulled got pulled in. And then my notes about what I pulled got put in. 17th, and I also tracked the weather this day. And then the 18th, I finally got around to dyeing my hair, so I dyed it purple, or I colored it purple. I bleached my hair and then colored it purple. My friend Catalina came over to help me with bleaching my hair. A little note bit about said photo. Again, I had a bunch of empty space here, so I just filled it in with washi tape, just so it just didn't seem so empty. I could have done it up here as well, but I chose not to. And then the 19th and 20th, I also did another time tracking sheet. And this is when I started really leaning into just adding stickers places when I'm journaling. So there's a little emoji sticker there. There's this Willow Wallaco one here. I had some bad, so this is funny. So right here, this little red square, I had some bad news like literally happened here, and I just was like, I need to like track my emotion because it's not my emotion for the whole day, but like this entry, I'm angry. I'm just angry. And then I don't know why I split this up. I think this is all this is all the 19th and this is all the 20th. I don't know why I put these two strips of washi here. I cannot recall what decision made me do that. But I did it. It doesn't look bad, it's just weird. 'Cause I did the same thing here, and I don't know why. Because it wasn't indicating a new day. Oh, I know, okay, I know why. Because on this tarot spread, I had pulled the cards and not written the interpretations yet, and I needed to finish writing the interpretations here, and it couldn't all fit here because I had already written the next day, so I continued it down here, which is what this note that I wrote to myself is, saying that this is a continuation from page 108, which is here, and this continues on page 111. That's what that's about. I don't know about over here, that's just weird. So again, this is a note about something I was reading, because that's why that reading sticker is there. This is a design note, because this is about something I was designing. But I don't know why I don't know why I blocked it off with washi tape. Mystery. Because I don't think I did it again. And then this is a color code for anything that's market or dev related, and this is like my self-care notes. So this note is all about self-care. Oh, you know what it was? I know what it was. So at some point my brain said, oh, I should color code the blocks of text to what they what task group that they belong to. But then I did it this one day and this one time and didn't like it. That's what happened. So this was notes for self-care, and this was notes about market or dev stuff. Then I started this day with a giant to-do list, most of which got checked off, but no time blocking this day. This one, again, I did a little check to like indicate my emotion and feeling at the beginning, quote-unquote, of my day. It's actually like 2:52 in the afternoon. I was tired. That's the emotion color for tired. Again, to-do list. I apparently woke up at like 10 o'clock in the morning, did something, and it did not get up again till 2. And it did basically nothing. May was a weird month. May was a month of me not doing a lot of things, or me starting a lot of things and like struggling through finishing them because I was just exhausted for some reason. And again, I was trying to do the same thing where I color coded the task, the note to whatever task it belonged to. But I don't like that, and I don't think I continue doing that. Another, the 23rd, another day where I time tracked. Another reading note because I was reading something. This day was a much more productive day, even though I did not write that much. I did do a bunch of stuff. Primarily, like, this block of time that's in this black outline, I was streaming that entire time, so, like, most of that stream was related to this particular task, even though I continued working on it after the fact. And then this is another, not collection, but just side note page, because I have this Unpub mentorship, and so I just, like, I'm gonna keep all my notes for the Unpub membership. I'm gonna start my notes here and then move them someplace else or to another page if I have to. And again, I was tracking the weather. So I'm trying to get rid of the weather stickers that I have. Literally, I did nothing. This day I didn't. So this day is one of the first days where I didn't do my regular, like, my previously regular split the page in the with a line down the side. I just journaled like free form with no indication of the time. I just stuck some stickers because I went for a walk that day. And that was a good day, so I have a little happy sticker, and then I like threw some washi down to like fill in the blank space at the bottom. I created a work tracker to track because I'm going to doing like some freelance work for people, so I want to like track when I start time, when I leave, when I stop working, and like any particular notes about that project, and the date and what project it is. So I just put that there. I'll probably end up needing another one of these down the line, but I'll start with this one and see where we go. And then let's see. Again, this was another day where I didn't do the line. I just journaled freeform for the whole day. Just filled the whole page. A lot of stickers because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well. And then I tried time tracking this day again because I did a bunch of stuff. But like I don't think I wrote the time for anything any of the journal entries I wrote. I just kind of wrote. Because that's just how that day was going. Like the time didn't matter. And then this is, I'm working on a manifesto, a creative manifesto. So I just like made the notes in here because again, I'm trying this thing. Instead of writing this in my social media planner where it normally goes, I'm just putting it in my regular planner. Just whatever. And like I like the split down the middle. Because it feels better when I'm writing. Than having to write like the whole page because like it's a weird mental thing, but like these were my notes for that, and then the 27th rolled around again, time tracking. Again, this one I did go back to the time, actually putting the time of my notes in, though I did at the bottom of this, for whatever reason, I wrote part of a script down here, hence why it's like the page is cut in half. You can kind of see it. Like this is the journaling part. This is the script part. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Let me just tuck this back here. 28th, again, I didn't I didn't do the line. I just journaled a little bit for the day. Same with the 29th, but I used more stickers on these 2 days, just to like truly express, because like I have a lot of stickers that I can use to express myself, and I want to use them, so I did. And then, let's see. And then this was the 30th. Again, same deal. Didn't cut the page in half, just straight up journaled. And then on the 31st, which was the last day of the month, I went to the first concert that I've gone to for the entire year. And I was very happy. Because I love live shows. So, like, I printed out some of the photos that I took. I just filled them in here, and like I just wrote a little blurb about it. I saw the Rex. They're an amazing band. I love them. They're great. I loved them for a long time, a shockingly long time when I think about it. But I also used a bunch of like my like happy and music stickers. And yeah. And then that is the end of May. Like that's all May. And eventually this I will put on these 2 pages. my monthly joy like I did. Let's see if I can flip back to it. I will do a monthly joy page like I did. Where is it? Like I did here, but I have not printed those out yet. And then this page will become my June spread, or the beginning of my June spread. But I haven't done that yet, even though it is June 1st. Because I'm like behind. I'm like, listen. But it'll happen today. It'll be happening today. Don't get me wrong. And then I think in the back, in my I don't think I added anything in the back. So this is just like my color coding system, my mood tracker notes down here, some shorthand for like when I'm referring to other planners that I actually own. Goal page that I still haven't filled out. Goal page that I still haven't filled out. Blank page. You can't. This is really faint and you can't see it. This is like just me counting boxes and like testing out layout designs. 25 and 25, whatever. But yeah, there's nothing else back here. But yeah, this was the month of May. I made it through the entire. Like I said, I made it through the entire month. Every day this month, I journaled. I did the thing. Like this is the sticker sheet that I use that has my monthly stickers on it. I don't know what the fifth why it gives you the fifth in red, but it does. But like I used them all. And I'm so proud of myself. And so I will be doing another video down the line of my plans for one book June. So look forward to that. But like, yeah, this was good. I didn't take up that many pages, actually, shockingly enough. It's only a little bit. I mean, no, it's actually it's a lot. It's 89 to 26. I was gonna do math down in my head and that was a mistake. Never mind. But that was my May. This is my May and my B6 Sterling ink. It was a weird month. It wasn't as productive as I wanted. It wasn't as fruitful as I wanted. But like journaling wise, I did a great job and I'm very excited about that and I'm very happy for myself. And I don't want to put the pressure on myself to do it again next month. But like, I could see it happening maybe, but it won't be a permanent change. It won't be like this will not be the rest of the year. I won't journal every day for the rest of the year. I do not think that's going to happen. I will eventually miss a day. But so far so good. Anyway, till my next video, I will see you all around. Look forward to the one book June video that I will have out eventually. Hopefully.